Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Daily News X. We break down what's really happening in the world and how it affects everyday people like you and me. Today, let's dive into something that's been picking up a lot of attention recently. Why so many Americans are walking away from expensive homes. Now, for years, the dream home in America meant big square footage, luxury upgrades, and that perfect neighborhood. But right now, we're seeing a major shift. Families are saying, well, you know what? This is just isn't working anymore for me. So why this is happening? Well, that's something that we're going to be discussing and talking about it right here in this segment, and a couple of reasons on why this is happening. But first, the economy. Inflation has driven up the cost of almost everything. That is from groceries to gas, childcare, you name it. Families who stretched their budgets to buy that expensive home, $700,000 a few years ago, are now realizing that this isn't just a mortgage payment draining them. It's the added expenses that come along with the house. So that brings me to a second reason. Property taxes and insurance. In many states, property taxes have skyrocketed and insurance premiums are climbing too like crazy, especially in areas prone to hurricanes, floods, or wildfires. Some people are paying thousands more each year just to keep their homes insured. That's money they could be using for retirement, vacations, or simply enjoying life. And then there's the heating costs people they don't talk about good enough. Maintenance and repairs. See, when you own a big house, every problem comes with a big price tag. For example, new roof, HVAC systems, plumbing issues. A single repair can knock out a couple of good saving good amount of money for months. Now, what's interesting is that many families are realizing that don't actually need that giant home to be happy. Downsizing to a smaller home or even choosing to rent for a while can free up cash and reduce stress. Think about it. Less space means lower utility bills, fewer repairs, and more financial flexibility. And honestly, a smaller home often feels cozier, easier to manage, and can push families to spend more time together instead of being spread out across three different floors. Renting too has its benefits. No property taxes, right? No surprise repair bills, and the freedom to move in the neighborhood or job situation changes. In a shaky economy, that kind of flexibility can be a huge advantage. So, what can you do if you're in that situation, feeling weighed down by an expensive home? Well, here's a couple of really good tips and recommendations I'm going to give you so you can get yourself ready and be prepped. Number one, reevaluate your priorities. Ask yourself, do I really need all this space, or will I be happier with lower bills, less stress, and more money in my pocket for experiences like travel or even starting my own business? Consider renting before buying again. Renting doesn't mean throwing money away. You can actually buy your space, peace of mind, and time to figure out your next move without the stress of a 30-year mortgage. Live intentionally, not impressively. At the end of the day, happiness doesn't come from granite countertops or three-car garage. It comes from financial security, health, and quality time with the people that you love the most. Downsizing isn't giving up, it's actually choosing freedom. Families across the countries are realizing that life doesn't have to revolve around keeping up with a massive mortgage payment. Sometimes walking away from the American dream of a luxury home is the smartest steps toward building a life that actually feels good. So, if you're out there debating whether to stay or downsize, please remember this. Your home should serve you, not the other way around. Well, that's it for today's episode of my Daily News X, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And if you found this helpful, share it with some friends or someone who might be stressing out about the housing situation. I'll catch you in the next episode with more insights on the issues that matter the most to you. Have yourself a great day.